joined right now by Richa, Naujoks partner at Nixon Peabody. Thank you so much for being here. Tell us about your company and specifically what you do.
Absolutely. So Nixon Peabody is an AmLaw 100 law firm. I am a partner in the corporate department. I focus on mergers and acquisitions and corporate transactions generally, joint ventures, alliances. I also have a niche practice focusing on startups, early stage companies in their Series A, Series B plus rounds, as well as their exits, corporate acquisitions, etc.
When we talk about this technological revolution that we're in right now and is only gaining speed, how has that really impacted M&A transactions?
You know, that's a great question. The entire structure of what you would expect in an acquisition, I think, has significantly changed in the last 5 years. If you talk to me, 5, maybe 10 years ago, we saw an acquisition as a company going in, putting down and buying the stock or assets of a company. It's gotten a lot more nuanced at this point because you've got two companies of a very different size, different cultural, coming from a different background, different cultures, entering into this marriage. So you have, a lot of my practice sees large companies, public company transactions where they're acquiring innovative, small, emerging companies, and the entire mindset is they want access to this technology and they want to incubate this very innovative technology that's going to change the industry. But at the same time that acquiring an early stage company into a larger company means a change in the culture, a change in innovation and in innovatability. That's always been the challenge.
You've been talking about how your job has changed so much even in the past 5 years. How has your specific legal advice amid all of these changes, how has that evolved?
That it's changed a lot. So where we start off now not saying, here's the transaction, but really going behind the transaction and saying, what are your objectives? Why are you making this acquisition or investing in this company? What is it that you hope to achieve 10 years from now, 20 years from now? Are you doing it to remain current, to remain viable in the market? So one of my big clients is a publishing company which has been doing a very aggressive set of tech acquisitions. And the motivation really is, the publishing industry, just, paper as it existed is not going to be as relevant as it was, and you have to move with the time. So my company is being innovative and acquiring ways to interact with younger consumers, and you see that across the board. Some of my recent big company, small company acquisitions have been, in the manufacturing industry, filtration, telecommunications. That's another industry which needs to tech up pretty quickly in order to stay relevant.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. When you look at the various industries, I mean, you can't speak, you can't give a blanket statement, but on average, which are the ones keeping up and which are the ones that really have to get on board with these changes?
I think everyone is recognizing that in order to remain relevant for millennials, they're going to have to be interacting with them on a tech platform. It's just not going to work. Business as usual is not going to cut it in the next 10 years. Healthcare has been very innovative. Again, we haven't seen as much traction as we would have liked, considering how many health tech companies are being incubated, are coming up and growing to a certain size. We just haven't seen we have seen a few. Naujoks has been great. Oscar has been getting a lot of traction, but there's been few and far between, considering what a large base of the pyramid we're talking about in terms of technologies coming out. Financial technologies, fintech, is the other area where I think the financial industry is recognizing that you can be much more effective and efficient with the use of technology, and it's getting integrated into every aspect of their business.
Well, I want to thank you so much for your time and sharing your insight with us today, and a lot of changes ahead, and it'll be exciting to see what's coming up. Thank you so much.
Thank you.